Yo, what up, y'all? Hey, welcome back to another episode of the G Perspective. I am your host, George Michael Perez, aka GMike. Real quick, just want to let you guys know I am very grateful for those consistent listeners and viewers of the show. Like, I do not take this for granted. I'm only on the come up right now. It's gonna be episode 23 right now, obviously. But later on, when I get out of here, out of Orlando, I look to go in studio to have guests inside the studio. So if you're interested in that, please hit me up. I would have anyone on to talk about any type of sports. Even if I don't know about the sports, you could come on and school me and I'll ask you questions on it for sure. But very thankful for this podcast. Very thankful for you guys who view it or listen to it or both. You know, it's awesome. It's awesome to keep doing this. Hopefully later on I could get paid while doing this. But yeah, no, it's very great. It's very fun. I love it. And I love the support, man. For real. You guys can follow me on Twitter at George Mike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube under at GMike Media _ at GMike Media _ and then the podcast itself, the audio version, is available on all podcast platforms under the G Perspective. This episode, I have an old school classmate of mine. He already graduated. He's already working right now, so shout out to him. You know, I want to be working as soon as I graduate as well. He's working up in Wisconsin. He's basically on his second week right now, doing big things over there. It's my dude, Zach. Big time Chicago sports fans, Chicago Bulls, Chicago Blackhawks, Bears, Cubs, you name it. Big time fan. It was a fun episode. First time guest on the show. So hope you guys enjoy it like I did. And hopefully you come on later on for the other shows. Appreciate it. My dude Zach, how you doing, man?
I'm good, George. How you been?
Good, man. You know, just working hard, going through this school life with full-time work. You know, it's a lot on the plate, but hey, I love it. I love the grind. How you doing over there in Wisconsin?
Dude, it's good. Love the town, quiet neighborhood, jobs going good. Really like the people I'm working with. So just finished my second week. Ready to produce on my own.
Yeah, so what exactly are you doing over there in Wisconsin?
So I work for 27 or WKOW 27 ABC. I'm doing the Wake Up Wisconsin show. I am producing, so I have to gather all the content from the night before or new stuff I can find on CNN or ABC, write the show, and then talk to my anchors and say, hey, this is how it's going. And then I get in the booth and just give them time cues, say, hey, you know, weather's going this long, so stand by. So
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
No, yeah, it sounds like you got a lot of stuff on your plate, but hey, you know, you're in the industry that you want to be in. You got your foot in the door already, your second week. Hopefully later on you get more comfortable with your surroundings and the work that you're doing. But hey, man, just keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing with the grind. For
yes,
sure.
Sir.
Yeah, man, because we gotta get our money, man. We gotta get our money. Just like this man, Damian Lillard.
Absolutely.
Guy just got an extension right now, 2 years, 122 million. Golly. That's a lot, man. I read that on his first year from 25 to 26, he's getting paid 48.5 million. And then from 26 to 27, he's getting $63.3 million. Jesus Christ. That NBA money must be nice, Zach.
I can't imagine what do you do with that kind of money? Like, I understand, like, he's a fantastic basketball player. He's really put Portland on the map since being there, but like, what do you do with $122 million? Do you invest? Do you say, hey, we balling? What are we doing here?
I don't know, man, but I really hope that, and I'm pretty sure he is, because I think a lot of a lot of athletes nowadays, they turn into businessmen because of people that they surround themselves with. I'm pretty sure their agents help them out with that too. So I really hope that he's investing, and I think he is. But dude, like if you just got to play money, I think you just got to spend it on random things just for tax breaks.
It's
It's
crazy.
awesome, dude. But speaking on that situation, man, because there's like chatter back and forth that Dame should leave, go to another team that's a contender because Portland's not gonna do anything. And then there's other people that are saying, yo, respect, he's staying with one team, he's true to his fans, he's true to the organization, he's loyal. But I want to get your perspective on this because there's many ways to go about it. And I wouldn't even say that one way is right and one way is wrong. It's just what your preference really is. But do you think that it would be better for him to stay and try to be loyal and bring a championship to them? Or for his career, would it be better for him to leave to go to a contender and try to win right now?
So, I mean, personally, I like it when if you get drafted by a team and you stay with them your whole career, I respect that a lot. I honestly think, I mean, he played hard in the playoffs a few years ago where he had that insane walk-off shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think like if they can draft correctly and build a team around him, I think Dame can lead them to a championship. But on the other hand, like he's not that young anymore. If he went to another team, I don't know if he could really do it with another team. It just depends on where he went.
Yeah, yeah, depending on the situation. Um, I play both sides on this right now. So if he would leave, I see like some teams that he could play point guard for. I think before John Wall went to the Clippers, I think that was really the best fit for him if he would choose to go to another team with Kawhi and PG and
Mhm.
head coach Ty Lue and the organization that they're running over there. They look like they're going on the climb of being a winning franchise. And then if he would stay, I get it. I respect it, like you said. Like the loyalty is really a good thing. We only seen a couple players really do that: Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan. This goes on and on, and it's a good list to be on. It's just that, like how you said, they got to build through the draft and all that. I think Portland's front office didn't. They're not cut out for it. I don't know. I don't think that they have the juices like the Warriors front office does, and they know how to draft and they build players. Like literally, the Golden State Warriors got it out the mud. Like they did it from the ground up. So I don't know. Portland's front office, they got to change. They got to make some new hires, change things around over there.
I agree. I mean, the front office is everything, especially when it comes to drafting. Like, I'll bring this up because it just happened. The Chicago Blackhawks, my favorite NHL team, their their front office guy, Stan Bowman, he's been with the team since 2010. They've had a lot of their drafts they drafted from them have either been busted or traded away. We
Okay.
traded away two very young players in Alex Brinket and Kirby Doc, two good young players just traded. So I mean, front office. If your front office is not gonna do the job, you need a new front office completely.
Yeah, no, because obviously it starts from the owner, but the owner really sits back and just watch everything play out. That's just like if you're an owner of a sports team, I think that's just your play money that you just want like a little hobby. But
True.
but then it trickles down to the front office, the GM, and then head of basketball operations and yada yada, and they're the ones that basically lead the charge on this for a team winning a championship. So yeah, like I feel like they need to do a little change there. Hopefully some good change for them. But they did have a good trade in the beginning of the offseason. They were one of the first teams to do a trade, and they traded for Jeremy Grant from the Detroit Pistons. Now, Jeremy Grant, he can be a nice piece for Dame. His first season with the Pistons, he dropped 22.3 points per game, and then his last season, which was this past season, he dropped 19.2 points per game. So it could help out Dame for sure, but I don't think Grant's gonna give him over the hump to get it to the championship. What do you think?
Adding one person can help, but not in the long run. You're gonna have to add so many different pieces. You got to keep your eye on these young kids coming out of college, or free agents on the market. But the one person is not going to make a difference.
Yeah, no, for sure. They need some nice bench players. They drafted well. They got Sharon Sharp, but he just got injured right now in the summer
Yeah.
league. Hopefully he'll be good. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. But yeah, they need more pieces off the bench. Um, just the big question though, would you think that the Blazers can ever win a championship with Dame there, or would it be better for them to trade him away, get some pieces back, some picks back, maybe some money back, and try to basically rebuild again?
I mean, he almost did it a few years ago, but in all honesty, I think if Portland ever wants a championship, I think they trade him and get their money back or some picks back, or you know, get some good players for him wherever they send them.
Yeah, because these are all-star caliber players. Some might even say he's a superstar. So, like you get a lot of stuff from him. Like it's from any other team, you could get at least like a few picks, maybe
Mhm.
an all-star, maybe three key role players. Like I don't know. I think there's a lot of options for Dame out there, but man, we'll see how it plays out. The man signed a great contract. I'm jealous. I'm pretty sure you're jealous that
Yeah.
money, the NBA money is nice. Is nice. But yeah, guys, my man Zach here. He's a big time Chicago sports fan, and I respect people that are big time sports fans of their. I wouldn't just say city, of just of the team that they really go for. Because like for me, I'm a big time Miami Heat fan, but then again, I'm a big time Dallas Cowboys fan, so I wouldn't say it's just for the city. But yeah, I got respect for people that really put down for their teams. And so your Chicago Bulls, they made some fire moves, and I think they're going up the charts in the East. Just real quick, just to get a reaction from you, what are you most excited about this offseason moves that you just made?
I mean, honestly, the Levine contract, that was huge.
Yep.
Zach Levine, when he came in, like, sure, he was good, but he's only gotten better, especially when you brought in DeRozan and you brought in the benchman, Alex Caruso.
Hmm.
Like, the Bulls made some serious, like last year alone, they made some serious pickups, and that pushed them to be they became a lot better team. But in the postseason or in the regular season in general, they could not beat good teams. Like,
Yeah.
trying to beat Milwaukee was just a pain.
Hmm.
Even trying to play Miami was hard.
Yeah, yeah. But the Bulls, I see a lot of potential in the Bulls. They have great defense. They have great
Mm-hmm.
offense. I just think that the problem with them now is the chemistry. Because I feel like most of the players on the team are new. They got brought in from this past season. You got Vucevic off a trade deadline
Mm-hmm.
halfway through the year last year. Then you got DeRozan in the offseason. You got Lonzo Ball, which he got injured and he wasn't really playing as much. And in the beginning of the year, he was doing great for you guys, great
Yep.
facilitator and doing things off the play. But yeah, sticking with Levine, that's an amazing contract for you guys. For you guys, he resigns for 5 years, $215 million. Sheesh, that's a lot. But yeah, I know you said you're excited about Levine. What are some key things that Levine can do for you guys in these upcoming years?
I mean, honestly, Levine's a younger player, not super young, but he's a younger player. He he's an all-star. I think he's become the face of the Bulls right now.
Yeah.
He he can play ball. I think he can be a good teammate all around from just what I saw last year. And he has that chemistry with DeMar, especially going into next year. If
Hmm.
they can play together well, I think it's over. I think the Bulls make a championship run.
Yeah, no, they could really do something. I mean, you still got Boston. They did a great trade too with Malcolm
God.
Brogdon. Yeah, it was a guy for a bag of chips and an Arizona can, bro. Crazy trade. And then you got Milwaukee. Obviously, they're gonna come back. They had Chris Middleton injured. Miami doing their thing, one shot away from the NBA Finals, and even the Philadelphia 76ers, they were on the climb too, but obviously Joel Embiid messed up that thumb, so it really hurt them.
Yeah,
But the Bulls are in that conversation now too, especially with these new additions that they got. They re-signed Derek Jones Jr. for 2 years, six point
that
six
was
million.
huge.
Yep, yep,
I liked watching him play last year.
yeah. He has bounce, bro. He has bounce. And then you got Andre Drummond. He signs for 2 years, $6.6 million as well. And then Goran Dragic, a year, 2.9 million. So I think your bench just got obsolete right now. They really got good.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like even just Caruso coming off the bench last year, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
He was so good for us.
Mm-hmm.
But like even adding more depth to the bench, that's just gonna help.
Yeah. So based off you saying that, what on these new additions, what is gonna be for you guys? Where do you guys see yourself gonna end up? What seed or how far in the playoffs? Give me your predictions on that.
So even with just the starting five we have now, I think they could go deep. But you're gonna need your bench if guys get injured, like Caruso did last year in Milwaukee, or Lonzo getting hurt, or even the COVID stuff that happened. COVID plagued us a lot last year.
Yeah,
But
it
I
did.
think with new additions and like known guys coming to our bench, I think we just got even better. I think we'll make a decent playoff run. I think they could go. I said this last year when I was in school with you guys. I think they could have gone last year. They could have made a championship run, but plagued by injury, COVID, Milwaukee just being the team that they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what stopped us.
Yeah, and I feel like I said the chemistry too, because chemistry plays a big part, man. And like I said, like most of these players, they came together just last season playing with each other. Now they're gonna get more experience with each other. A full
Mm.
off season, with Dragic, with Andre Drummond, with obviously Derek Jones Jr. re-signing again. It's some key pieces that you guys needed that you got, and it's gonna be good for you guys. Just you guys got a great coach, Billy Donovan. Billy
Mm-hmm.
Donovan, NCAA championship winner. He did it with OKC too. He was doing a few things with Russell Westbrook over there. So I think you guys are good. You guys are good. You need a little more time together,
Yep.
and for sure you guys will be up there.
Yeah. I like how the team looks. I liked them last year, and that's when I really started paying attention. But like even this upcoming season, I think it's gonna be a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, transitioning into the NFL to one of your teams, the Chicago Bears. Now, that's a team that you got the Bulls. That they added a lot of stuff. They got a lot of potential. But the Bears, bro, I don't know. They just gave away their teams, man. What are you feeling right now?
So, I mean, obviously, 2018, you bring in Khalil Mack. Was like, oh, dude, we just brought in an insane linebacker. Our defense is going to be like it was in the 2000s with Urlacher and Lance Briggs,
Mm-hmm.
Peanut Tillman. But like losing Mack, he wasn't performing these last couple of years. I think that was part of it. And I this is how I think. If you can bring in somebody, they can be the most amazing linebacker you've ever seen. But
Mm-hmm.
if they're not going to perform, and like you're just wasting cap space. I love Khalil Mack. I loved when he came to the Bears and he added that extra depth, and he pushes into going to a wild card game against Philly.
Yeah.
But I think losing him it sucked. I hated watching it happen, but it was going to happen eventually.
Okay, so based on you saying that, you think it'll be let's just stick with this season coming up, because
Okay.
in the seasons later we don't really know what's gonna happen. But this season, losing him, trading him to the Los Angeles Chargers, you think it's gonna be better for your defense? You think it's gonna be more of a spark for them, or is it gonna be a big hole that you guys are gonna be missing?
I mean, they lost a leader in the defense, but I mean, it could light a fire under them to like, hey, like you just lost a huge part of the defense. You need to come together and push even harder
Yeah.
because the Bears have always been known for their defense.
Yeah, facts.
We're not an offensive team. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to think we were, but we've always been a defensive team.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now you got a young quarterback, Justin Fields. Last season he didn't play up to par, but you know, he's getting the experience, he's getting the pressure off of him a little bit. Um he's coming into his sophomore year. A lot of people say that it's a lot of quarterbacks slump year, but I don't really believe in that. I think it's just more
Yeah.
of who you're playing, and then of where you're settling in as a quarterback. I think he'll be good for you guys. But how do you feel about him leading the charge for the years to come?
So, I mean, this, like you said, the sophomore quarterback thing, it could be a slump year. I mean, look at Joe Burrow. He took his team to the to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, in his sophomore year, exactly.
In his second year. So I like Justin Fields. When they drafted him last year, I remember watching the draft and like, oh, come on, the Bears got to do something. And then when I saw they traded up, I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. And they brought in Justin Fields. I'm like, all right, I like this kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he did it. He did his job, but like, you had Nick Foles get hurt and like, all right, it's Justin Fields time. And he gets thrown into the fire. Like, you got a performer, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But he tried his best as a rookie. And what are you going to do? He's a young kid.
Yeah, no, true. No, but and then you go ahead and you let his star receiver, well, I wouldn't even say star, but really good receiver, Allen Robinson, go to the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Los Angeles Rams, and now you gotta expect Darnell Mooney to be wide receiver one. How do you feel about that and letting go of Allen Robinson?
I like Robinson. He was a good receiver. He just didn't have the quarterbacks around him. Like I said, Nick Foles came in and we had Andy Dalton. But I think if Justin Fields would have had, you're not gonna have pocket presence as a rookie. You never do.
Yeah.
And Bears do not have an O-line. We actually drafted one this year, I believe, but he didn't have the O-line to protect him, to give him time in the pocket to get to his receivers. I liked Robinson, but I think Darnell Mooney can be a good number one receiver. Especially
I agree.
Time in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Darnell Mooney a lot, actually. I picked him up in a few fantasy leagues in the past years, just as a backup flex, and he did good some games. It wasn't as consistent as you want it to be, but now that he's wide receiver one, I think he gets like 10 targets a game and probably gets like 7 catches a game, maybe a touchdown here and there.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's a good receiver. It's just he needs a quarterback that can have time in the pocket, and I think that's where Fields is going to shine this year.
Yeah. Hopefully he does. But you guys have another offensive weapon that I really like. Top 10, top 15 running back in the league on David Montgomery. He's just injury prone, man. That's my thing with him, bro. But he's really good. What can you speak on him?
I mean, I love David Montgomery. It's like you said, the injury thing. That's what stopped them from being. I mean, I think he's a top 15 running back in the league. I'd give him top 10 if he could stay healthy. But that's the thing with a lot of people. Like, if you're gonna get injured, it's gonna stop your run game. And you're bringing in a second string running back who's, I don't even know. I don't know our second string running back. I know Montgomery.
Oh, yeah. I know. I forgot his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. He came in like 2-3 games and he showed out. Yeah, he showed out.
Yeah. I miss the old school Bears, man. Matt Forte, Devin Hester.
What?
He was so good back then.
Oh my God! When you guys went to the Super Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts.
Yep.
Oof, that was one to see. The first play of the game, Devin Hester just takes it to the crib, and that was in Miami, baby.
Such a good Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, it really
We
was.
blew
It
it.
really was.
But
Who's
it
your
happens.
quarterback?
Oh my God.
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman. Yeah.
Oh my God. Who would think that he can take a team to the Super Bowl, bro?
Crazy. It happened. Our defense was insane that year.
Yeah.
Urlacher was in his fifth, sixth year. Great young linebacker. Insane defense.
Yeah, you had some great corners and safety too. You had Pat Tillman. You had no, not Pat Tillman. I'm sorry. God, I forgot his name, but he wore number 33. It was a corner. I can't remember his name right now, but
Charles Tillman.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I was gonna mix up. Yeah, no, you get great secondary.
So good. I miss that defense. I miss when we had a fantastic defense. Number 1 defense in the league. God, dude.
Yeah. So you guys are in a tough division right now. Actually forever, because I don't think it'll change.
Green Bay.
But yeah, you got Green Bay in front of you. You got the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota pops up every once in a while.
Yeah, they're a decent team. They're a team that can make a wild card or spot or not. You never really know with them. And then obviously the Detroit Lions, you ain't got to worry about them for a while. But yeah, what do you see? What do you see the Bears this season? You think they're more on the rebuild mode, or they're trying to contend?
I mean, we completely flushed our coaching system in the offseason, which I loved. Brought in some really good coaching pieces. The front office is always going to be our front office. There's not much going to change there. It's a family-owned team, but I mean, they're trying to do their best. Where do I see him finishing? Oh, in just the division or in the NFL entirely?
I would say just the division, because the NFL is going to be tough.
Second, because the Packers.
But you think over the Vikings?
I think we give the Vikings a run for the money this year. It just depends. Like, I haven't paid much attention to Minnesota on this off season, but I think we could take second, because we have those years every now and then. Like, oh, we could take second in the division or first in the division if we can beat Green Bay, which is tough. But it's a rare occurrence that we give Green Bay a run for their money.
Yeah, man. I mean, that would be nice to see you guys go second. That'd be a good turnaround for Justin Fields, for the whole offense. Hopefully, get some people across the league. They're like, okay, the Chicago Bears are coming up. Chicago's a great city to live at. Maybe, I'm a defensive player, defensive star. Let me go over there. They've always been known for their defense. So hopefully you can finish second. It'd be good for you.
I'd love it. It's every year, like, they lose. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this team. And then they do something. I'm like, all right, they got me back in. What are we doing here? Yeah. I'm just ready to be depressed in the offseason again.
At least you're prepared.
Man, I remember 2018, that wild card against the Eagles, that double doink. I'm sitting on my couch, hands on my head, just like, why does this happen to us? That kick should have gone through. Icing the kicker's a dumb rule. I hate it.
Yeah.
The ball left his foot and they called timeout. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Hey, but you guys lost to the world champs that year, so
it's fair. It's a fair point.
It goes hand in hand. Because if it would have been another team, maybe you guys advance.
I think if we won that game, we can go to the Super Bowl, but I don't think we would have beaten Tom Brady that year.
Yeah, Tom Brady was on another level. Always been on another level.
Dude.
It's insane.
He's too good.
Literally. Oh man. But yeah, I know you're into baseball. I was looking at your
big
pictures.
Baseball guy.
Yeah, big baseball guy. I was looking at your pictures on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm trying to get into it, right? I'm just sticking with my teams right now, the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins.
Oh, the Yankees.
My mom was raised in New York, so
okay, that's fair.
Yeah. But right now, school me on the Chicago Cubs. You're not a White Sox guy, right?
Nope, Cubs guy.
Okay, Cubs guy. School me on the Cubs right now. What are they doing? What are you excited for? I know the All-Star game is coming soon. I saw the starters for it, so some potential.
Um, God, potential for. I mean, we got a couple good young guys, but last year we traded away our core players. The only core players we have left are Kyle Hendricks, who is a really good starting pitcher, and Wilson Contreras, who has one of the best arms behind the plate, who can throw at anybody. And Contreras he made his third All-Star game this year. I like the Cubs right now, but they just can't win. And they've 2015, 2016, or I think from 2015 to 2018, they made postseason runs. I was like, all right, we're a decent team again. In 16, they won the championship. But trading away your core players last year just for, I guess, random picks or just random trades, money, it didn't look good because you trade away one of the best shortstops in the league who wasn't really performing. You trade away your best third baseman who wasn't really performing for us, and you trade away Anthony Rizzo, who's with the Yankees now. I don't know. I don't see them going anywhere for the next few years. Develop your young guys. You bring in farm system kids. You think maybe we can do something, but with the Cubs, there's not much hope right now.
Yeah, I mean, it must be tough to admit that as a fan for sure, but at least you're a realist.
we sucked for years before going to the 2016 World Championship.
Yeah, I remember the memes and hearing things, and I think when you guys won, you guys broke a drought, right?
100 in year 8 curse.
Yeah, golly, that's crazy.
It was rough. It was rough for a while, but we persevered. We made it. What are you gonna do?
Hey, at least you're 2016 champ, 2016, right? Or 2018? Mm-hmm. Okay, 2016. Hey, at least you're 2016 champ, man. You know, now everybody can say that they've won championships in the recent years. So just be proud of that. You know,
I'll always have that. I'll always have that World Series. It's good. It's a good time. I enjoyed watching it. It's a fun game.
For sure. And I'm sure you got some souvenirs off of it, maybe.
I got World Championship gear. I still wear it from time to time.
Yeah, dude, you got to represent. With the All-Star game coming up, I forgot who the starters were, but are there any starters from the Cubs?
Yeah, Wilson Contreras, our catcher. He made it, which I was super like. That's cool. There were talks of him either being traded because they wouldn't sign his extension, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I like Contreras. He's the best catcher we have and have had for years.
What kind of catcher is he exactly? Like what makes him stand out to other catchers in the league right
now? In recent years, like he's been known for throwing people out at second pretty easily, but that's when we had Baez at short. So him and Baez were a good duo, trying to throw people out from stealing. But he's a good catcher, just in general. He's a good younger catcher.
Okay. So it sounds like he sounds like he has potential since he's young. He's making an All-Star appearance. Is this his first or?
This is his third All-Star appearance, and he was our catcher in the World Series because that was his rookie year.
Oh wow! And he started.
Yep.
Oh man, so the guy is nasty for sure. But yeah, man. Hey, that's good, man. You guys got potential at least, you know. Hopefully you guys start picking it up in the next upcoming seasons and get back into that postseason run. Try to make another World Series run. Hopefully we'll see you guys there.
I'd love to see the Cubs in the postseason again.
Yeah, dude. That'd be great for your city.
Switching back to Marlins. You said you're a Marlins guy?
I watched the Marlins when like I was younger, like I was really into the Marlins. Like that 2003 run. I was watching every game as a kid then, but yeah.
You guys got this kid, Jazz Chisholm. He's so good.
So good.
He's so good. He's got that swag too.
Yeah, bro. And one of my close friends consider him like a brother. Kevin Suarez. He's basically a hitting coach for kids, for high school kids, for college kids, and then the pros as well in their off season. And he had Jazz hitting with him, and he said he said exactly what you said. He's like, bro, he has a swag, he has a personality, and bro, he works his ass off, man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he's a really good baseball. I love Jazz. I saw him on Instagram. I'm like, all right, Miami, I see you picking up this young kid. He's got a swagger about him. Yeah. He's good.
Is he an all-star?
Yes.
Yeah.
He made the all-star team this year.
Yeah. So hopefully, it trickles down and they could get some more players who want to go to Miami. Because after Derek Jeter, oh man,
dude.
I don't understand how you go from New York to come down here, try to basically run a team, and you throw them in the dirt. Oh man, it's crazy.
Just because you play the game doesn't mean you can be a coach
or in the front office.
An owner. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's completely different game, 100%. Obviously, we wouldn't know, but like, dude, it's kind of like common sense. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Hey, but Zach, thank you for coming on, man. I wish you a ton of luck over there in Wisconsin. Only week 2, bro. So only up from here. Only up from here. You're gonna have more work. You're gonna have less sleep. So get ready for that. Get some Red Bulls in you, some C4s, or if not, let me know. I'll send you some Cuban coffee that wakes you up right away.
All right, George. I appreciate you, homie.
Yeah, no, for sure. Guys, you know where you can follow me on Twitter at GMike Perez, on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. And the podcast itself, the audio version, is under the G Perspective on all podcast platforms. Zach, thank you again. I'm gonna have you back on soon, man. So get ready for that DM, the IG DM.
I got you.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro.
Thanks, bro.